Hello, and welcome back to Cardano Coin, where we keep you up to date on the most recent and exciting ADA news. We're giving away 1,000 ADA to people who watch. All you have to do to be eligible is upvote, subscribe, make a comment, and watch the video to the conclusion. The winners will be chosen next week and announced on the channel's community page. Even in a depressed market, Cardano is reaching significant milestones. So that's what we're going to speak about in this video. The first milestone is that over 1,000 Cardano-based initiatives are currently being tracked. There might be more that aren't being counted. But for the time being, we've completed over 1,000 projects. As a result, the economy that is being constructed on top of Cardano is expanding. I recall when they first started monitoring this, it was just a few hundred projects. As a result, the rate of expansion is quite rapid. And, of course, it is what we require. And it's still going on, as you can see from the NFT collections of most Cardano projects. So, obviously, the great majority of these aren't going to be around in 5 years, and they're not going to be providing a lot of value for Cardano in the long run. But it's wonderful to know that people are utilizing Cardano for possible use cases. That's simply the reality of NFTs in my opinion. Most of them are either going to go away, so let's have a look. Community and social is a significant portion of the pie. We have developer tools and APIs, which are likely to expand. These require a lot more resources, right? So, NFTs are much easier to set up than, developer tools and iMarkets, which give a much longer time period for development. Even gaming has been developed a metaverse and then 31% other over 1,000 projects being built. I anticipate this to be 100,000 as time goes on, which is, multiples of what we're receiving today. Cardano is still proving the notion, but it has proven the concept. And now we're seeing the first developments build on top of one another. So, as far as the price of Cardano is concerned, we are in a bear market, which I will discuss briefly in this video. And where we're heading in terms of what will fuel the next bull market, I believe the next bull market will be founded on basic business use cases. Cardano is going out particularly to accomplish this. They're not chasing the entire pie, but rather a specific piece of the crypto pie that provides a solid economic foundation for real businesses and real loans in the real world. So that's what they're doing. It takes a lot longer than other use cases that may do well in a bull market. I believe the last bull market we had was the very last speculative bull market, where essentially everyone was speculating on technology, arguing about which technology is best, and a lot of the Ponzi economics that were going on. That is the final one. In my opinion, crypto is now significant enough that huge investors will enter the field. And the only way they will do so is if they see actual real-world commercial use cases. So there are actual individuals on the ground developing businesses utilizing these blockchains, not only Cardano, for lending and borrowing and, transaction processing. The next piece of excellent news is that Cardano and IO Global have successfully hard forked to the Cardano testnet. So the vessel renovation will take about 4 to 5 weeks. This is quite crucial. Many lending methods and other applications are awaiting this change. The testnet work today was battled, which is really excellent and essential news. So this is the step that must be performed in order for everyone, from state pool operators to exchanges and other players, to be able to test anything on the testnet. But, as you can see, we're delighted to share that today. IoT successfully hard forked to the Cardano testnet is a critical step. The mainnet will now be forked in 4 weeks from now. So we're looking at the first week of August for the mainnet hard fork. And this is a critical period. And then, many of the apps, such as lending protocols, which is the main one I'm looking for, may really publish their applications on the chain, indicating that an IG will be working closely with exchanges and adapting all developers along this process. If there are any problems, they will definitely notify everyone in advance. Improvements include increased chain throughput. That's critical for a variety of apps that can't launch for the time being due to the use case. So, for example, our learning protocols require a lot of throughput in terms of smart contracts passing through, so they're waiting for the future in pipelining to make this viable. Improved script performance and efficiency will also lead to a better development experience. Another significant development for Ethereum is the release of the alpha version of the Ethereum Virtual Machine, or EVM sidechain. So, what exactly does this mean? So Cardano is clearly distinct from Ethereum. And it has its own thing, doesn't it? It has its own blockchain and is rather unique. It utilizes UTXO, which is the same as Bitcoin, to keep track of the ledger and all of the spends and time transactions. Ethereum is different. It uses the accounts-based model. You can't, they're just entirely different. So the only way Cardano can truly provide a venue for Ethereum devs is to have an EVM-compliant sidechain. Now, I believe this is something Cardano must do because the fact of the situation is that all of the liquidity and size are gone. And huge institutions who use this material, use Ethereum. As a result, every other chain has provided side chains or bridges since that is where the liquidity lies. The other facts of the scenario are that the key applications with real users and any form of volume are also Ethereum-based, correct? So we're looking at apps like our Compound because they have the volume, and many applications are now moving cross-chain. So I know I have to develop a way where an Ethereum application can launch on the Cardano side chain for the advantage of Cardano, but also possibly for the apps. So, for example, AVI, which is the premier lending protocol, has 10 billion in total value locked now, which was obviously much higher after, before the decline, but you can see the AVI are really flowing cross-chain. Will they seize the opportunity to launch on a Cardano sidechain? Perhaps, but most likely not. But think about the huge list of apps that are now moving cross-chain, right? Because you have pockets of liquidity and various consumers and different users on each chain. Then when they go cross-chain, if you have a chain like a Cardano side chain that has a lot of potential users, why not connect your application to that side chain as well? Your chain will have value if you have a community of real people doing things and producing value. So, if it's EVM or anything unimportant, might I know, no, they're constructing their own blockchain for specific UTX-based apps. So, and if others want to use it, they're establishing side chains. It's simply delivering technology that actual human people can use, so where the community is, where the users are, is where the value will accrue over time. So, clearly, make your selections if you believe Cardano is that or another chain. We're heading to court with blockchain knowledge. What I'm witnessing is when writers truly emerge as the dominant Cardano application right now, and this is on the Cardano blockchain UTX. Oh, blockchain, you're stealing market share from everyone right now. The loan protocol will be launched very shortly. This is TVL per DAP, which is one metric for success. Because you're plainly lending money out, lending methods typically have very high TVL. So individuals put a lot of assets on there to collateralize loans and lend money out to generate a profit. For the time being, while cyclists are dominating the TVL. And there's a good reason behind it. And its stablepoint since Ride was the first to introduce stable coins and is undoubtedly the most successful. You can view the trading pairs here, but by trading volume, USDC wraps, Bitcoin wraps, wrap teeth wraps, and USDT wraps. That is what people want to trade against throughout all of crypto, the most active pairs, US dollar Tether versus whatever crypto Ethereum and Bitcoin. And so when authors provide that, one of the concerns I had a few months ago was that the volumes and trading volumes on indexes were just so low. It really has to build up to prove that they're truly beneficial for more and more people, but volumes are increasing up even during a bear market. So having genuine trading pairs is obviously something that is fantastic news, and individuals can simply do this in a decentralized manner. So that's fantastic. Mintoff is another wonderful deck. They do have these trading pairs against the US dollar. You can see ADA USDC right here, but when writers were the first to implement and sometimes just being the first to do something in a nice way, you start the ball rolling and more people utilize it. So there's obviously an edge here, but DEX adds genuine value with wrapped copies of the largest tokens. If you want to learn more about setting together a portfolio during a bear market, I'll post a link to my crypto course in the description. You can also earn some spot deposit bonuses from Nance and Maxi. If you want those links, I'll leave them in the description. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next one.